I know what you're thinking. Rachel, you literally played me to a pulp. Your thumbnail is not what you're wearing in the actual video. I know. I took that picture maybe like a day or two ago, but I couldn't pass it up, okay? Because I wanted to post it on my main, but I was like, it'll match the theme, my aesthetic. But I was like, this light, like, Exhibit A. Are you kidding me? That's no filter. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the crew, and if you're back, I mess with you. So today is a very exciting, highly anticipated video. I have not forgotten about my how to build a personal relationship with God video, but I wanted to put this out first because I feel like this has been like the current theme in my life, which is protecting my peace. And honestly, it happened when I was doing okay, like I was doing so good, and then other people around me and other people who were close to me, they were going through a hard time, and I wanted to be there for them, but I also wanted to make sure to avoid that like common problem that empaths have. I didn't want to like get so involved in their problems that, you know, their own feelings I begin to reap. So like I would be stressed, angry, mad, and that's a problem that I deal with, especially when people are close to me. So I wanted to share with you guys a few tips on protecting your peace, and I have my green notebook here, y'all, and I have so many notes so I don't get off track and I don't miss anything. So let's go ahead and get started. So when I looked the word peace up in the dictionary, it was actually freedom from disturbance. It's tranquility, and I think that we all deserve peace. But the thing to remember is that just because you're a good person and you have good values and everything, it doesn't mean you're exempt from life's problems. I'm sure you've heard the saying, bad things happen to good people all the time, and honestly it's true. So you can live your life being resentful and mad and confused over that, or you can accept it and learn how to move forward. It's not a matter of if toxic people come in your life, whether you ask them to or not. People are lying on your name and you didn't even do anything wrong. It's not a matter of if those things happen, it's when those things happen, where's your defense? How's your state of mind? You know, and I think that's when practicing mindfulness that's when practicing mindfulness and protecting your peace comes into play. People think peace is so unattainable and far-fetched, it's almost like an illusion to them because they got so much going on in life. They're taking on AP classes. People love to try them and they ain't no punk. They feel like they always need to say something, defend something. They think that their excuses matter, but they don't. I mean, it's irrelevant. Peace is a choice, and quite frankly, where the winners stay at. So it's up to you. First and foremost, let's just acknowledge that we're not only achieving peace, we're maintaining it. This is so important because a lot of times people feel like, you know, they get somewhere and they're in a great space of mind, and then when bad things happen, they kind of like fall back into their old patterns and their own habits. It's so easy to just kind of be in that like in and out, up and down kind of motion. But honestly, it's really about consistency and maintaining your peace. What I like to do when I think about peace is visualizing. So I'm a visual learner, right? You have a bubble around you. It's a cute bubble. We don't live in filth, baby. This is your sacred space. This is important to you. What you allow in and out of this bubble directly affects you. This is your peace. I think it's important to take care of your temple, so your body, your mind, because these are the things that will never leave you. These are the things that you have pure responsibility over from the day you were born to the day that you die. And I feel like we go through so many changes. We put our body and our mind through so many experiences and things that can make or break us. And I feel like it's important to always kind of circle back. You know what I mean? Go back to your peace, go back to your bubble, and really like do some spring cleaning, like what needs to be here, what doesn't need to be here. And I can't emphasize how important it is to really nurture and take care of yourself, your dreams, your thoughts, things that are important to you. You can't expect to just be throwing yourself in the mix with anybody and, you know, talking to this person and doing this with that person and not expect to be affected by it. I think a lot of people think that they're invincible and that the people around them don't make them who they are. I think that's a lie. And I used to be one of those people. I used to be like, oh, well, I'm not easily swayed. I don't believe in peer pressure. The people that you surround yourself, you're going to inevitably adopt their habits, their patterns, their lifestyles without a doubt. And I know I used to be that person who was like, girl, first of all, you weak-minded. I can safely testify that the people that you surround yourself with, I promise you, you're gonna turn into them. Love yourself enough to set boundaries and really exercise that throat chakra. That's why it's there. But you can talk about the heart, you can talk about the body, the throat. Communicate. In order to protect, hold on. In order to protect your peace and yourself, you have to start saying no to things you genuinely don't want to do. And I struggle with this all the time because I have to say that I can be a people pleaser, especially when I'm getting like close to people that I really like or admire. I just want to do everything in my power to please them, even if it costs me something that, you know, I can't afford. You know, I can't afford my peace. I can't afford this time, the stress, but I do it anyway. Well, the old Rachel did it anyway, you know, I'm growing, so I don't know what that is. So you have to start saying no. You have to understand that it's okay for people to be mad at you. It's okay for people to be angry, to be confused, because you're not bending to their will anymore, because you have boundaries. It's okay. Don't take what they say or how they react personal. You're doing this for you, for your peace. It's not your job to do other people's emotional labors. Let them go through the motions. Let them be sad. Let them be whatever. So you have to stop taking ownership of other people's feelings and feeling like you're responsible for them. I have to get it through my brain that your sole purpose in life is definitely not spending years and years and years making other people comfortable, happy, staying out the way. Sometimes you got to get in the way. Sometimes you got to get ignorant. Protecting your peace comes at a cost. In the middle of the storm, when things are happening completely out of your control, you shouldn't let those outside factors affect what's going on with the inner you. As hard as it can be, when you have things in your environment that you can't control and you feel like it's just taking a toll on you, you really just have to like reel it in, find what makes you happy, and it could be small or big. I remember when I was little and like things would happen that I couldn't control, or I would just, you know, feel really lonely or mad for various reasons. Creating things made me happy. Writing like poetry, playing with my dolls, like giving them makeovers, like giving them like a spa day would make me happy. Just kind of creating my own world. And I think that's why I love to stay in my room so much, because I know that's a part of my peace. It's a part of my sanctuary. I see it as enjoying your own time, you know? And I think that's why I'm an omnivore, like I'm an extrovert. I can be outgoing, I can talk to people, but most of the times like I like to recharge by myself. But things that you feel like you can't control, create something that you can control. You can protect yourself and protect your peace by walking away with grace, by being a self-advocate. It doesn't have to be all the same methods that everybody uses to protect their peace. It only matters is that if it's effective or not. You know what gives you peace of mind, and you know what calms your spirit and your soul. I'm just trying to help you figure it out. Kind of going back to what I said before with like creating your own environment, your own safe space, and your bubble of peace. Feed yourself. So water your mind. Plant seeds of prosperity and love with affirmations and manifesting. Really take joy in the future and what you can be in your potential. Clean the rooms out of your bubbles that you no longer use. Make room for new possibilities, new experiences, new opportunities. Like, this should be exciting for you, because when you clear space, God is obviously going to fill it with something better. Feed your soul and watch how you progress. When you actually invest in yourself, you don't even want to move the same anymore. You don't even want to go back to him. You don't even want to go back to that situation or like that group of friends, because you don't want the same things anymore. When I started to practice more self-love and be like deep in prayer over these situations, the posture of my heart actually changed, and I didn't even have a desire or a need to go back to that person or talk to this person or go do this anymore. You know what I mean? Established, I'm not really a makeup artist. We established that by the brow going on, but I'm getting a little embarrassed. Like I was saying before, I realized my terrible makeup skills was that the last and most important thing to have in your spiritual garden of peace, your bubble, whatever you want to call it, is God. The main way that I protect my peace is by praying for it. I'm always praying. I'm always talking to God, whether it's with my hands together and my head bowed, whether it's walking to the bus stop in the mornings, whether it's writing letters to him. I always want to be in contact with him. And I take a lot of comfort knowing that he's always on my side and he's always going to be in my corner. I'm constantly praying that God cleanses and prunes my life of anybody or anything with evil intentions that want to take my success and reap them for their personal benefits. I pray for a heart that discerns good from evil, and I pray for his anointing in my home, because when people DM me and talk to me, they're like, wow, I love your energy, wow, I wish I could be like you, or I never met anyone like you, things like that. They're not talking about me. They're not looking at me. When they say that, and when you guys see these videos and you feel really impacted, I'm just a vessel. This is God's work. God is moving through me, and I pray every day that he gives me a message to tell you guys in any video that I do, whether it's a sit-down video like this, whether it's a hair video. New viewers, my hair don't usually look like this, but this is all God's work. I wonder why I have so many subscribers and I only started around a year ago. It's because God wanted this to happen, and whatever God wants to happen, listen, I'm down for it because it's been working out. So people who want to start new channels, people who are going out in new business ventures, people who are trying to protect their peace, just like the person who's watching this right now, just like you. It's not going to work if you don't have God in your corner. Things are going to happen. Bad things are going to happen. Maybe today, I don't know. But it's those pivotal moments that change the course of your entire life. It's what you do in that second, that after the bad thing happens. It's so easy to be optimistic when, you know, things are looking up. I'm gaining so many subscribers. My hair is growing. I'm getting tan. All these things are happening. I'm working out. I'm doing really good. It's so easy to be like, getting on camera and being like, okay guys, just be positive, live a great life. But it's in those moments when I didn't even feel like myself this summer, and I was stressed out, and you know, all these like bad things, seemingly bad things, were happening to me, that God was really like refining me and like breaking me down, and taking me through a cleansing process. And I lost a lot of people that I prayed for, people that I thought would be in my life today, that would play a bigger role. I lost those people. And I had to maintain and protect my peace, and I had to set boundaries. I had to evaluate every single person in my life and what purpose they play in it. I had to cultivate my spiritual garden of peace, and I had to think, how can I feed myself? How can I affirm myself, assure myself that things are going to get better? I had to pray for peace. I had to pray for God for understanding in what's happening in my life. Are you really protecting your peace, or do you just want to look like you are? You have to declare it, you have to live in it, and that's how you protect your peace. That's how I protect my peace. So while my family is about to leave me, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and please comment if this helped you. Please share in the comments below, like, how do you protect your peace? You know what I'm saying? If you have any tips, tricks, flips, dips, pointers to add, let me know, let us know in the comments. And I hope that you guys subscribe and join the crew, because we some spiritual baddies.